Shall we play again?
We got one person online. The workload is enough for like 10 users.
Shall we play again?
It's Friday, May the 10th, and this is your morning brief. It is 07:50 a.m., slightly earlier today. So, headline news really around the hacker world is pretty quiet, but it does seem a lot more. It's a lot of nation-state news today. You know, basically, we've had some reports of Russians selling the antivirus code for 3 US antivirus vendors, and if you was looking at the hacker news, a lot of this we were talking about was sort of North Korean hackers using electric fish, which is a new variant to tunnel and exfiltrate data, and basically also the US charging but not being able to capture two Chinese hackers for the 2015 Anthem breach. But really, I don't know. I'm under debate about spies spying and then us being able to turn around and say, hey, look at these people. These are the people that are doing this. Maybe they might know something that we don't, but I always think, look, this is what spies are going to do. They're going to spy. But I think there has to be other ways to protect systems when it comes to nation states and in the form of tariffs, sanctions, whatever. I think just allowing them to be attacking us unwillingly without restriction, without any kind of stop, it's got to stop. Something's got to happen there. It just seems that and it's not like they're attacking other spies. They're attacking, critical infrastructure. They're attacking companies. Cyber espionage for commercial gain. Something has to be done about this. I think this is where the country as a whole has to step in. The other part of the news really is that we've seen a little bit of obviously, I don't know if you saw it on the news yesterday. There was an Air Force guy releasing sensitive information. Again, that kind of goes back to physical security and sort of being able to check who you hire and auditing information and auditing who accesses that kind of information. You'd have thought the three-letter agencies would have had that down to a T, especially after the Snowden breach, and I guess by the mere fact that he was captured, they probably do. So hopefully, we're getting on the ball of this and we're not going to see these, critical leaks of sensitive information all the time. So hopefully we can move on from that kind of era. That's pretty much the news today. Again, you're still looking at the Megacortex, ransomware. I did read yesterday somewhere, it was later in the day, that was Baltimore being ransomware again. Hopefully, they've got backups this time and can restore. But again, it just goes to show, nation-state attacks or criminal attacks targeting, companies and being able to, it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Nothing seems to be stopping. Again, we seem to be waiting for this silver bullet that doesn't really seem to be there. So really, as I tell people, it's a matter of defense in depth. You want to be the onion, not the egg. You want to be able to absorb a penetration but not allow it to get to the crown jewels. On the Red Spy front, all analysts have checked in. Everything's up and running. We've had report of no outages. I was actually, one of the things I was doing last night, I was actually moving the internal VMs over to 18.04, actually 18.04.2, having a bit of an issue with the XRDP. .2's got some interesting issues. So if anyone's got XRDP running on 18.04.2, tell me, because it's been real interesting. I'll just bang on it. I'll get it working, but as per normal, everything seems good. It's Friday. We're coming up to the weekend. So hopefully we'll all have a quiet weekend, a good weekend, and a safe weekend. It's 7:53, and that's been your quick morning brief.
Shall we play again?
We got one person online. The workload is enough for like 10